Just thought I'd jump back on. Got something I need to talk about with you lot, to be honest. So I thought I'd jump back on again. As you can see, all these riots are happening. And if you've been looking at all the events that have come up to the riots, obviously you can see the play, how it's come up to it. How they've used George Floyd as a sacrifice. They've killed him, and they've instigated this whole protest, and then they're sending in their own workers or whoever they are, policemen, to put bricks all over the place and, you know, basically start the riot off. That's what they're doing, basically. But what I'm here to tell you is you can't be going to the riot without knowing who your true enemy is. You gotta know who they are and what they are. Two things. Just don't go into war or into a battlefield not knowing who your enemy is. You get what I'm trying to say? I see people going out to protest, going out to riots. You've got no protective gear on, no shielding equipment, absolutely nothing. You lot are just running out there, getting head topped by these rubber bullets. So, you know, you've got a body, but you've got to protect your body. If you're out on the battlefield, you've got to protect your body. And you've got to know who the enemy is and what the enemy is. And right now, let me tell you something. We're not dealing with human beings. We're not dealing with normal human beings right now. We're dealing with possessed, demonic avatars. That's what we're dealing with right now. We're dealing with possessed, demonic avatars. Possessed and demonic. And these avatars will work through these policemen, because obviously we know that 95% of the police force have joined the Brotherhood, which we call the Freemasons, and they're working their way up within that organisation. 95% of the police force have actually joined with this Brotherhood, so they're all in on it. If you're in the police, then literally you're part of the Illuminati. That's just how it is. 95% of the police force have joined up with the Freemasons, and that, obviously for their own benefits. And these are the people who work for the Illuminati and the Rothschilds. You get what I'm trying to say? So they tell them what to do, and then the command goes down the pyramid. You get me? And the people at the bottom, who are the police, they have to implement the law, what the Illuminati and the Freemasons want. You get what I'm trying to say? They have to implement those laws by all means necessary. So while we're running around on the roads with no protective gear on, no shielding, no masks, nothing, they're running around with all kinds of gear and masks and guns and tasers, and you get what I'm trying to say? These lot have got everything. They've got armour, shields, protective gear, smoke bombs. What have you lot got? Let's be real now. You telling me you're gonna go to the battlefield with what? And these lot have got everything. What are you gonna go with? Just your signposts? Come on now, man. You're not messing with a normal human force here. These people possess demonic entities. They don't give a shit about life. They don't give a shit about life on the planet. That's how simple it is. They don't give a shit about life on the planet. They just want to come and just wipe you lot out and whoever else needs wiping out with it. This is how it is right now. They tried the Bill Gates shit. That didn't work. You get what I'm trying to say? They tried the Bill Gates shit. That didn't work. So now they're coming with phase 2. And that's get the riot started. Get them all angry. Get them all worked up. We'll kill a few of them as well on the way. Just to make sure that shit does get started, shit gets popping. And this is how they're moving right now, and press a few buttons, and you know, next thing you know, you've got a civil war on your hands. And not only that, they're sending in people to burn down the place at the same time. So while you're having peaceful protests, you've got guys sneaking in around the back, burning things down. And then you've got the other team, dropping off care packages all over the place. Bloody care packages just downloading like the Matrix, just landing in different places, different areas. Just care packages full of bricks and rocks and flipping chunks of flipping... You get what I'm trying to say? They're just landing them in certain sections, in strategic... They're placing these bricks in strategic places for the rioters to come and pick them up and start trucking them. Bricks, you know. Listen, I don't know. There's no way I'm going to fight those police with bricks. You need some protective gear on, man. Get some helmets, get some shields. So when they start throwing those, when they start shooting those rubber bullets at your head, at least you can try and shield it off in it. And get some of those paint gun helmets. You know, the paintball helmets. And they got like the little shields and that, and it kind of covers your eyes. Because if you get one of them rubber bullets in your eye, that's it, man. Your eye's gone. Your eye's coming out of your head. And then you're going to end up in the hospital. And then you know what's going to happen then, innit? You're not coming out of the hospital because they're going to give you COVID-19. And they're going to say, oh, you've got COVID-19. You've just been running around with a whole gang of people. And you've definitely got COVID-19. We don't even have to test you. We know you've got COVID-19. Because you've been out and about, running on gallivanting around the riots and protesting around all kinds of people. So you can imagine what the fuck's going down right now, excuse my language. You're getting all these people that are actually being injured in the protest, being injured during the riots, getting carted away to hospital. See you later. See you later. You might not even get back out of the hospital. You might be going in there alive and then coming out on a stretcher in a morgue. You get what I'm trying to say? You're coming out dead, right? This is how it is now. Like, the police don't even have to finish you off no more. They just give you a good clobbering, put you in the ambulance, send you off to the hospital, and they'll finish you off for them. This is how it's working right now. They're all a team. They're a team. These people are an organisation. They work as a team. One of them will do the cleaning, and one of them will do the burning or whatever. You know, they'll go out. They'll clean up, herd up the sheep, clean them up, beat them down, and then when they're mashed down, they put them in the ambulance and send them off to the hospital. And the hospital will finish you off. COVID-19. All they got to do is put you on the COVID-19 ward, and you might not even be coming back out again. This is how they're moving right now. Remember, the hospital work with the police work with the government are working with the Illuminati. That's how it works. It's a pyramid effect. Right now, we're at the bottom of the pyramid. You got the police on top of us, then you got the politicians, then you've got the people behind the politicians, like the president and stuff, then you've got the people behind him who tell him what to do. And you don't see those people. Those people are the one with the money. The Rothschilds, the Bilderbergs, all these bigger people who run the actual world. They own everything. They own the whole world. These lot are pulling the strings. They fund both sides of the war. They'll give the police protection. They'll give the police guns and money and say, yeah, you know, what you... And then they'll fund the rioters, the Black Lives Matter, being funded by that George Soros guy, whatever you call him. He'll fund the Black Lives Matter gang, send them in. So then you've got a riot already without the protesters. All they needed to do was film them killing someone on camera, which was George Floyd, Mr. Floyd. Get that on camera, put it on the media so everyone can see. They don't even need protesters. They'll just fund their own guys to do it, and they'll just film it on camera. They'll just make a movie out of it. You ain't even got a protest. That it will happen. Like in London yesterday, they had some massive protest. I didn't even know. It's just random. Next thing you know, I'm seeing all these people just popping up out of nowhere. Like, where did all these people come from? Like, I didn't even know there was a protest in London. I'm in the UK. I didn't know. Black Lives Matter, no. I'm black. ain't I meant to know? A black guy meant to know about a Black Lives Matter. Listen, these lot are taking the piss, man. We know Corona's a hoax. We know they used Corona to get us to the position that we're in today. Lockdowns, and they want martial law. This is the whole setup. They use Corona to set us up. Yeah, it's called problem, reaction, solution. The problem was the Corona. The reaction was the shoppers running around, buying everything out the shops, cleaning off the shelves, buying all the toilet paper, buying all the hand sanitizer, buying all the whatever they could get their hands on, all the food. This is what happens, innit? Problem, reaction, and then they come with the solution. Social distancing, so now you got to stand outside for an hour before you can get your shopping. Masks, they want you to wear masks and gloves. They want to make that mandatory now. Obviously due to coronavirus, which ain't even real. But it's good though, because at least coronavirus has woken up a lot of people, because at the end of the day, I rate coronavirus, because I'll be honest with you, coronavirus hasn't hurt me, hasn't done me a problem. It's only done me good by showing me who's real and who's fake. You understand me? That's what coronavirus has done for me. It showed me who's real and who's fake. Not only that, it's shown me other people in this reality, in this third dimensional reality that we're living in today. It's opened up into different realities now. So now you can see the Matrix reality that you couldn't see, that was hidden away. Now that reality has come up to surface. Now you lot can see the actual demonic entities working in action. You understand what I'm saying? You couldn't see them before, but now you can actually see the demonic entities working in action. You can see it with your blind eye now. And you can hide from it as long as you want, but it's going to come and bite you in the ass. Either way, that truth is coming for you. You understand me? And it's going to come for you, and whether you like it or not, whether you take the truth or not, it's gonna come for you. So you're gonna have to take it either way. But there's no point in running into war with no gear. Who does that? You don't even know who your enemy is. You don't even know who the enemy are, and you're just running in there, just blinded, getting killed off and that, getting all smashed down and that. Come on, man. For starters, you're not even dealing with humans, because half of these people are possessed, demonic entities. They don't care about whatever you think. Oh, don't hurt me. They just want to shoot you down and beat you up and do whatever else they can, probably even kill you if they have the chance. That's what they're getting paid for. They've been given a set of instructions. That's it. We have not been given no instructions. These lot have been paid to keep us in a box, because they know that box is crumbling. You understand? They know that box is crumbling, but now they're trying to hold the box. They're trying to put as much cement and bricks and mud to keep this house brick whatever they made. They're trying to keep it up, and that shit's dropping down now. That's what I was talking about before about the train. You got to get off the train before the train crashes, because once the train crashes and you ain't got off the train, your whole life crashes with the train. So you got to get off the train and make a safe landing before the train crashes, because the train's ending now. And I'm not talking about the non-essential train. I'm talking about the essential train. Essential. The non-essential train, that's over already. That shit finished 3-4 months ago. You get what I'm trying to say? That non-essential train, that's finished. Now it's the essential train. And the essentials are fighting hard because they want that money. They want that printed fake bank money. They don't understand yet that it's just a gimmick. It's just a game, and it's a matrix money. That money is there to keep them in check. Because once they pull that check, you can't pay your bills no more. That's how they get you. So you got to pay for your house, you got to pay for your car, you got to pay for your mortgage, your yearly holidays. People don't want to lose that. They'll come and beat your ass down just for that, just to get a holiday in the car every year. That's what they're gonna do. You get what I'm trying to say? You gotta know the enemy. You're not dealing with normal humans, because if you was dealing with normal human beings, they wouldn't be going around tasering you up, shooting you up, beating you down, going on evil. They wouldn't be doing that, because most of the protests are peaceful protests. The only protests that have been kicked off are the ones where they've sent in the George Soros gang. And I don't even like calling them Black Lives Matter, because the motherfuckers using our name, Black Lives, to try and push their agenda. And we're falling for it. We ain't funding them. George Soros is funding the Black Lives Matter movement. You understand? And he's sending them in worldwide. He's paying them £25 an hour. Some of them $25, $30 an hour. You get what I'm trying to say? It's just like a job. They're getting paid more than minimum wage. So you can imagine the people that are going to run to go and pick up that job. Some people ain't even got jobs right now. So they're going to open up new jobs for people, because what? People ain't got jobs. How are people going to pay their bills when they've just shut down all the businesses and all the non-essential workers, and they've only got essential workers working for them? How are they going to pay their bills? So they open up jobs for people to go and burn down the place instead and pay them double the amount of minimum wage, and they'll go and do it because they're desperate. That's how it works. People get desperate and they go out and do shit for money. And if you're going to get paid directly, then why not do it? It's just as simple as that. This is what we're seeing right now. We're seeing people coming out of different areas, out of different states, going in to join the Black Lives Matter and the protest. You get what I'm trying to say? Black Lives Matter shouldn't even be there. But these people are paid by George Soros. And that's why they killed George Floyd. See, we got two Georges now. Not one George, we got two George. We got the George who funds it, and we got the George who they killed, George Floyd. How coincidental is that? These lot are playing us like a violin right now. Getting played like a violin. And there's nothing we can do about it, because even though the people with the brains probably won't go out to blow up the place and burn down the place, obviously we're going to go and do a peaceful protest. But then they're sending in their gang to burn down the place, and it looks like we're burning down the fucking place. That's how they do it. And then they put it on the news, they film it, they film all the whole place burning down, they film, and then they put it on the news, and then they film the protesters. It's a separate shot. They'll film the protesters, and then they'll splice it with the other shot of the houses and the shops burning down, and then they'll be like, yeah, these protesters burnt down these shops. That's what's called editing. That's how they edit in a production studio. They splice different pieces of footage together to make the viewer believe whatever agenda they're pushing out. That's how they do it. So they'll splice up, and then they'll push, and the casual viewer who don't really know what's going on are gonna watch it and believe it for gospel, and they're gonna say, "Oh, look at those blackies, they're at it again. Look at those blackies burning down the whole state. Let's fucking get them. Let's fucking kill them." And then they'll be after you then with their fucking guns and shit. This is, trust me, these are psychos. We need to move strategically. We need to start knowing who the enemy are. Don't just think, these guys are normal people, just gonna go and beat them up. These ain't normal people, because if they were normal, we wouldn't be in this position in the first place. These ain't even, I don't even know what they're flipping are. I don't even know who they are, what they are. Reptilian, alien, flipping, who knows, whatever they are, but they're not normal, loving human beings, because humans don't go around blowing people up, shooting people up, strangling people, killing them for no reason, and they ain't even done nothing. Come on now, which human being does that? I can't even kill a bee or an ant or a fly, let alone going around murdering a human being. I wouldn't even step on a flower. On a flower. You get what I'm trying to say? Obviously, I eat vegetables and shit, but when something's growing and it's nice and you're not just gonna go around and mash it down. Why these people start mashing people down for no reason? People are just living their lives normally. We're just getting over this mad coronavirus shit. We're just getting out of this lockdown, for God's sake. And then they hit you with the fucking big one. They want to go and murder George Floyd, who is probably a part of whatever's going on anyway, but, they've killed a brother. Rest in peace, George Floyd. But there's a bigger picture there, because we can see what's going down now, innit? We're not stupid in it. These guys have joined the Freemason Illuminati. They've all joined it, innit? And their time has come to the end, just like however they do with all the other actors and singers and celebrities when they want to finish them off. They get them to do their work, and when their contract's ended or they fuck up, they take them out. And I don't know whose contract ended. I'm not saying George Floyd's contract ended, or I'm not saying whoever's contracts ended or finished, but obviously we don't know, because we ain't there, we don't see that, but we've seen the end result of what's happened, and it was planned. It was planned to finish at a precise time. You get what I'm trying to say? All the little events that have been coming up before the actual George Floyd murder, all them little racist events that were coming up that they just kept trying to push out, trying to start a little, a bit of friction between black and white, or whatever you want to call it. And that's what they've done through the media. People watch the news like it's gospel, and they listen to every single word they say, and they listen like it's gospel. So whatever they say on the news, that's what they're gonna believe. So as Malcolm X said in it, if you're not careful, the news media will have you thinking that the people, the criminals are the victims. That's what they're doing. And vice versa. What they're doing in America, they want that all around the world. That's what they want to do, yeah. With all this rubbishness that they're doing with this riot and protesting stuff, obviously they're instigating all these protests and riots. Straight away, you've got riots popping up just randomly. Well, not randomly, but it's in a time frame. You've got riots popping up And I'm telling you something now, it's all planned to get them towards this one world order, this martial law lockdown agenda that they got trying to pull off on us. And if you think these people are human beings, I think you need to get brain surgery. You get what I'm trying to say? I think you need brain surgery because these people, they're far from human. They possess demonic entities who work through humans, who work through soulless avatars. You get what I'm trying to say? They possess soulless avatars and they walk through them, just like the Matrix. When you see the agent comes into the man, he starts shaking like that. Next thing you know, he just turns into the agent. That's exactly how they do it, but you don't see it happen. You get me? Because them already programmed already, like MKultra. These people already programmed already. All they gotta do is start flicking some switch, and these motherfuckers start running around blowing up shit. You get what I'm trying to say? MKultra. And that's what they do to us because they've been programming us through the television program. So remember now, the viewer is being constantly programmed through MKultra, which is running through the TV, MKultra in your brain constantly. So then when they want to push their agenda out, you just believe, it's normal, yeah, they're okay, or they're just blowing up another country again, they're just getting some more, taking out some more bad guys, and these times they're just murdering innocent people. But the MKultra your brain to make you believe that it's okay, that it's right to do that. That's why we're getting into the position right now we're in today, because we've let them off for too damn long. We've let them off for too long with all this MKultra in our brains here. So now it's like they've got a free ride now. They can just constantly do it now. Do you remember false flag after false flag? Now it's every other month, false flag, false flag, false flag, false flag. Real people die in these false flags. Don't get it twisted. When we say false flag, we mean like it's a planned event. It's a planned event. They know what time, what location, and what they need to pull off this plan, whatever they're pulling off. And this is what they're doing. This is why these bricks are showing up all over the place, because it was a plan. Because they're thinking, how are we going to get these protesters to get mad and chuck these bricks? Where are we going to get the bricks from? How protesters are going to walk around with a bag of bricks in their bag? Do you know how heavy that would be? You try walking around with a bag of bricks in your bag and you tell me, your back will be broke. You won't have a back left by the time you get up the road. These motherfuckers moving in with trucks full of bricks and just smashing them out. Cranes have to pick up them bricks and put them down. That's how heavy they are. So they put in cranes of bricks and lorries of bricks, shoving them around the place. These niggas don't own no fucking cranes and no fucking bricks. Excuse my language. I don't like that word. But this is how it is right now. We don't use bricks. We don't walk around with flipping house bricks. You get what I'm trying to say? You just don't do that. So where all these bricks are coming from, I don't know. But what we do know is it's a planned event. They're going to put the bricks in places where they need smashing so they can film it, and then they can play it on the news, on the mainstream media, and they can say, look what these people have done now. Look what these black people have done now. They've just burnt down the place. These times they've sent in their own gang to do it. But they're going to film the peaceful protesters and they're going to splice it in with the shit burning down. And they're going to say, look, it went from a peaceful protest to this. But they won't show you the police instigating it. They won't show you those, what you call them, Antifa people, whoever they are. They won't show you them Antifas running around doing all their madness, whatever they're doing. You get what I'm trying to say? But they'll show you the peaceful protesters and they'll splice it in with the madness. And they don't even want to talk about coronavirus no more. The news media ain't even talking about coronavirus no more. You know why? Because that plan didn't work. That plan didn't work because we woke up too quick for them to push that agenda. We just shut that down quick. It was like, nah, that ain't working. And not only that, now because they dropped that coronavirus, now we know that all viruses are a lie. So they're fucked up even worse now because they've taught us a bigger lesson. You see, because we've done more research and dug into more things and gone deep into what's happening, and we've realised, oh, hold on, these lot have been conning us from the start with all these viruses. They've been making these viruses, trying to kill us. And they're weak as fuck. They don't even work. You get what I'm trying to say? How can a virus with a survival rate of 99.9%, how can they shut down the whole world for a virus with a survival rate of 99.8%, say? How can they do that? It's not the virus that's the problem. It's control. They don't care about the flipping virus. The virus is like, it's like one step on the whole staircase. That's just one step to the direction that they want to go in. Plandemic, scamdemic. And we're the ones being scammed and planned on. Because they made the plan from the beginning. They knew what they was going to do. They were just waiting for the time to come. And their time has ended, and it's ending. So they have to throw everything they got. They have to throw everything they've got at you. Because their time is ending, you get me? So they're going to be coming with coronavirus. They're going to be coming with army, police, alien invasions, false flags, terrorist attacks. This is how they do it, to manipulate the viewer, to manipulate your brain into submission, to get you into fear, to get you locked into fear mode. They'll constantly bombard your brain with false flags on the news stations every day. Not only that, 95% of the time, they only talk about murders and killings on the news stations. Check it out yourself. Every time you switch on the TV, all you hear is killings and murders. That's it. You won't hear nothing good, not one good thing. Not even the weather sometimes is, okay, we got a bit of sun today. That's the 5% good. The rest of the 95% is just malarkey, is fear-mongering lies that they push out to get their agendas working and running. So we've got to start switching off this TV now. We've got to start realising now, anything that they put on that TV is a lie. Anything. Doesn't matter what it is. It's a flipping lie. Unless if it's got the truth in it and you can see that, then you know, yeah, but 95% of the time what they tell you on the news is a lie, unless if it's to benefit their agenda. And remember, these people twist everything backwards. Everything's twisted upside down and backwards. You get what I'm trying to say? This is how they work. It's a way to trick the viewer. So they'll always give you a little bit of the truth, but they'll twist it and they'll put it upside down, backwards, get you confused. So it'll take you a while to see what's going on. If you're not up to scratch, you probably will never know what's going on. All I'm saying is, if you do decide to go out and protest, make sure that you've got your head protected at least. You get what I'm trying to say? At least protect your head and your eyes and your face. I'm not talking about no mask. Fuck the mask. You need a helmet, something hard, because them rubber bullets, them masks are not gonna help you. If that rubber bullet it'll lick out your face. So you need something that's hard. You get what I'm trying to say? You need something that's hard to cover your head. So when the bullets come, it bounces off your head, or you got a better chance of survival. Get some of those dustbin covers, them dustbin covers. If you're gonna go out, get some dustbin covers and use them for shielding, at least. Get some shielding, get some protective equipment. And then you can, there's a whole range of whatever you need to get, but make sure you've got some protective gear on if you're going to go out, because these guys are not playing. They're not there for humanity. They're there to push their own agenda. And not only that, you got to look at them as possessed, demonic, soulless avatars. That's what you've got to look at them as. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not into politics. Never have been into politics, because this is why we're here in the first place, because of politics. You get what I'm trying to say? So, fuck politics. Politics just piss me off, man. Those motherfuckers is why we're in this position in the first place, because of politics. Don't need no politics right now. And at the minute, these politicians ain't helping. And not only that, where's all these celebrities that were coming out saying that they got COVID-19? Where's all these celebrities that was talking about COVID-19? Oh, I've got COVID-19. Oh, I'm healed now. I'm better. Where are all you celebrities now? All silent, hiding in your bunkers. Where are you? This is what I'm saying. Nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be heard. When they get paid to talk about COVID-19, they talk about COVID. Oh yeah, I'm sick. But then they're miraculously better again. And now when all this riot kicks off, these lot are just gone, nowhere to be heard of, disappearing like flies. These men don't know Houdini. Yeah, I got COVID-19. Oh, I've been cured now. How did you get cured? Oh, sorry, can't tell ya. Houdini. And then just disappear. So you got to start moving correctly. If you're going to go out into battle, you got to think proper. You get what I'm trying to say? You can't be just running out, just free for all, going on all mad and getting your head licked off and that, and then going into hospital and catching COVID-19, even though you haven't even got it. They'll tell you that you've got it though. This is a big setup, It's a big setup, because they've got them hospitals ready. They just will hook you up to one of them ventilator machines and blow out your lungs. You get what I'm trying to say? You're not dealing with a human entity. So, if you are going in, make sure you go in proper. Make sure you've got some protective gear on. At least. And make sure you've got a good group of you as well. Don't be just going out on your ones. Because obviously if you get caught, you get me, make sure you've got a good couple of people with you who can back you as well, because I'm seeing people getting done over, man. And now they've got that track and tracing app apparently. Well, they've got it on the new update, on the 13.5 iOS Apple update. They've got the track and trace COVID-19 app. So try not to update your phones, because obviously they're going to be trying to track people through that app eventually. Once they get it up and running properly, it will be tracking you on a daily basis. So they've got it all worked out, man. They've got the hospital set up ready for you. They've got our smartphones all updated and ready for the tracking system, for the fake hoax COVID-19 that we know is absolute bollocks. But they've all put billions and billions of pounds and dollars into these apps, into setting up all these, these fucked up systems. They've put billions of dollars into it. Into a virus with a 99.9 survival rate. So that tells me that they're onto a scam. They think they're onto a winner, but we all know it's a scam. And if you don't know it's a scam, please go ahead and do some research, and you'll be surprised in what you find. And it'll probably take you 10 minutes, 15 minutes on your smartphone, a few clicks, and bombs away. You've got everything you need. You don't even need me to tell you. You just go on there and type it in and it's all on there. You get what I'm trying to say? And then you can use your common sense to work the rest out. It's that easy. The information's out there. Just do a bit of research. And another thing about money can never buy me, because I'm worth more than money. That's how you got to start thinking, you fucking pricks. You thinking money is better than yourselves. How can you get paid by these idiots to go and do a job to fuck other people up? How? So you're gonna let people just pay you paper money without the gold? If it was gold, we might have a deal. But you're coming with paper. Take your paper. I don't want it. You lot must think I'm stupid. Paper. You're gonna go to Amazon, chop some trees down, go to the printing factory, yeah, print off some paper, and come and give me a bunch of paper and say go and burn up his whole family and go and beat up that man and go and terrorize this woman over there. Are you for real? You think I'm stupid, fam? You think I got flipping twat written over my forehead? Yo, sure. I don't know what to say, man. All I'm saying is some people are too materialistic. Forget the materials, because when you die, you're not going to be able to carry them with you. The only thing you're going to be able to carry is your soul and what you've done in this realm. That's it. So you can put all your materials and sit them down. I'm perfectly happy with what I've got. I'm okay. I don't need to be a millionaire, but I'm not saying I wouldn't like to be one. I just don't need to be one. I don't have to be paid by an elite to tell me what to do and how to control my life. Because I'm not stupid. I'm not a twat. I know who I am. I know what I am, and I know what I'm here for. So no, I'm not for sale, mate. And these people have already contacted me before and already tried to offer me money already. I didn't even respond to the message. You think I'm stupid? You think I want you stinking money so I can mess up 1 million people's lives? I'd rather enhance 1 million people's lives. Why would I want to mess up 1 million people's lives? How am I going to be able to sleep at night? I'm just fucking up people's lives just for paper that's cut off a tree from the Amazon, which is mashed up another 100 animals' lives. I'm going to mash up lives for paper that's mashed up the Amazon's life and the animals that are living in Amazon. Not only that, I'm going to run to the shop and buy a whole heap of toilet paper so they can go and chop down more trees in the Amazon. For your paper that they've cut from the Amazon. You see that? They'll swap your toilet paper from the Amazon for your paper money that's from the Amazon. These lot are playing games with you. They're playing games with you. How can you be running around? You may as well just keep the toilet paper. It's the same thing. The only difference is you can't wipe your asses with dollars, because that shit will tear your ass open. That's the only difference. You have to use soft tissue to wipe your ass. And you get me? Otherwise, the money would be soft as well. They just have to make it hard so it don't break when you put it in your pocket. Now they're making money from plastic now. That's what they're doing. They're making it from plastic now because they're running out of fucking paper. These motherfuckers chopped down all the paper and fucked up the paper. Now they're going onto the plastic. Now they're going on to the plastic money, Monopoly money. You ain't played Monopoly yet. You telling me you never played Monopoly? And you notice the money starts looking more like Monopoly money now. Getting all small and thin and all funny pictures on it and all that. Don't even feel right in your hand no more. It's not even paper. They ain't even got the gold to back the flipping money that they're giving you. They're just printing the money and giving it you. And keeping the gold for themselves. That's how greedy they are. They're keeping the gold and giving us the plastic and the paper. And then we are paying for it, for them to go back to the Amazon and cut more down to give us more plastic and paper and silicone. And not only that, they're going to get the same plastic and put it in your breast as well. And put it in your ass when you want that when you want that breast implant and you want that facial lift. They're going to get the same silicone and push that up in you. This is how evil these people are. They'll butcher you up and put some shit in your body and make you feel that you're better. Not only that, they'll put it on TV and brainwash you for 10 years and make it look like it's good and then make you go spend 10 bags on getting yourself chopped up to look better. This is how these motherfuckers got you lot twisted right now. You'll chop yourself up and pay them 5 bags, 10 bags to get yourself chopped up and diced up. And then 5 years later, you want to cry about it and say, oh, my ass is hanging out. Oh, my tits are... These lot have brainwashed. This is a brainwash game. It's a brainwash system. If they tell you a lie for long enough, you're going to believe it. Anybody with half a brain knows if you put a foreign object in your body, it's going to fuck you up. That's why it's called a foreign object. You don't put it in your body. But they got us trapped believing that something bad is something good. That's what they do. They give you the bad. They give you the good and tell you it's bad. And they'll give you something bad, but they'll make you believe it's good. By constantly putting it on the TV, showing you all these programs, reprogramming your thinking, planting seeds of deceit into your brain, making you believe that it's good to chop yourself up and put foreign objects into your body, making you believe it's good to, wear a mask on your face, making you believe it's good to social distance, making you think it's a good thing because they'll constantly replay it on the TV. Go and watch Botched. Same thing though. You got women on there all day crying about their body. Oh, my body's a mess, my body's a mess. Why did you put the foreign object in there in the first place? No one didn't put a gun to your head and tell you to put it in there. You went and done it yourself and you mashed up your body. Now you're going to cry about it on Botched on TV. And we're going to film you and then we're going to put that back on TV and we're going to make money from you as well. How about that? This is how they're working. This is how they're working. They're gonna chop you up, yeah? Make you pay them, yeah? To put foreign objects into your body, and then they're gonna pimp you out on Botched. And then they say, you know what, we'll fix you. We'll fix you for free. But they've already took 100 grand off you, 20 grand off you for the period of your life of having all these breast implants and ass implants. This is how they got us all twisted. I'm sorry to say. I'm just using it as an example. I'm not having a go at anyone with any breast implants or any facial surgery or plastic surgery, whatever. I'm using it as an example. It's the way they program us into believing that a bad thing is a good thing. That's all I'm trying to say. And that's how they do it. it's like now, for instance, being like a Jamaican black guy, I'm witnessing a lot of killings through police brutality, and through watching a lot of it constantly, it's conditioned me into thinking it's normal, because I'm constantly watching people getting beat down and watching black guys being killed. I've seen so much of police murders, live murders on like Facebook and Instagram and on the internet and all that, and it's conditioned me into believing that it's okay now. So when you see it, it's like, oh, it's normal, it's just another black guy that's killed. So why now? Why didn't the riot start when they killed when they killed Kobe? Why didn't they? Well, when they killed, well, not Kobe, because he died in a helicopter, but we know that was set up, obviously. Sorry, rest in peace, Kobe. But why? Come on now. Why are we just letting people just why are we letting these people just kill our people? Like one by one, every end of the month. Yeah, there's a pattern. Yeah, there's a pattern. Every 26th, 28th end of the month, they take somebody else out again, and they throw it in your face, put it on the news, and then they play that for the whole month. And all of a sudden, now we want to riot. And then you've got George Soros sending in all these workers in to smash and burn the place down. It's too much. COVID's over. COVID's finished now. They used COVID to get to where they want to be today. They used COVID for lockdowns. They used COVID for control. Once they used COVID and finished with it, it's in the bin now. COVID's in the bin because they're finished now. It's over. Fuck COVID. Now we've got what we wanted. Now we've got the momentum started. We've got the action started now. So phase 1, COVID, or phase 2, whatever phase it was, is finished. Now we're into the next phase, into riot and protest phase and martial law phase. They give us a taste of it through lockdown. That was a taster. They actually want that forever. That's what they want, because they don't. That's what they want. They just want people locked up in their own yards. They want to make Earth a prison, or planet a prison planet. So it's basically a prison within a prison within a prison. Why I say there's 3 prisons. The first prison is your body, because your soul is locked in your body. But if you learn how to release your soul from your body, and then that won't be your first prison, but that's your first prison. Your second prison is the house that you live in. It's not a prison because you can come out of the house, but it will be a prison if these lot get what they want. Because obviously you're already locked in your body anyway. You don't want to be locked in your body and locked in your house as well. Fuck me. That's 2 lock-ins. So you get what I'm trying to say? I'm all right locked in my body, but imagine being locked in your body and then locked in your house. And not only that, then you're locked on planet Earth as well. You can't get the fuck off the planet. You can't get out of your house. And you lot didn't learn how to extract your soul from your body. So now you're fucking stuck in your body as well. 3 places you're stuck now. Now you're fucked because you didn't learn how to navigate in the spiritual realm. You didn't take the time to learn that. You were too busy working for the elites, getting paid paper that's been cut from the Amazon. Too busy getting paid nothing for material goods. You know, I think my battery might be dying. I know we need to pay the bills. I know that. But you lot getting too greedy now. You lot got too greedy and too happy with all the holidays and all the nice cars, all the Christian Dior and all the Gucci. You lot got too happy with all the nice stuff. Got too happy with all the nice cars, the high living. So now you have to work harder. Now you have to work longer. You have to work longer hours now. Because you have to live up to the life now, because now you're wearing Gucci. Now you got Christian Dior on. Now you got red bottoms on. You have to keep up with the game now. So you have to keep getting your ass to work every day. So you didn't take the time out to feed the spiritual side of life. You're feeding too much of the mentality, the materialistic side. You're not feeding the spiritual side. So now they're gonna lock you in your house. You're already locked in your body because they made sure they calcified your pineal gland through the water and the food and the GMO that they feed us. They made sure that they calcified our pineal glands, so it's harder for us to navigate in the spiritual realm. It's harder for us to open our third eye. That's the start. So it makes a lot of sheeple. It makes people a lot harder to wake up. So that's the first prison. Then the second prison, you're in your house. So if you can't come out your house and you can't come out your body, you definitely can't come off the planet. You ain't got a spaceship. And not only that, you don't even know if you can get off the planet anyway. Because you can't trust NASA. These people been lying from day .1, telling you about moon landing and all that shit, filming, telling you about all this crap and showing you bare CGI. Not even a proper picture they're showing you, not even once in their life. Can't trust them. So, there's no escape. The only escape is when you learn how to meditate and how to use your spirit, which is within. That's the only time when you can navigate through the spiritual realm. Third dimensional realm that we're locked in right now is what they control right now. They're trying to, the government control it, obviously, with their dumb laws, and then the sheep will follow. Because there's not enough shepherds for the sheep, and the sheep are just running wild right now. So the government is herding their sheep up. The elites are herding up their sheep ready for war. The police and all them idiots who are running around doing their dirty work, getting paid paper that's been cut from the Amazon forest, not been backed by no gold or no silver. Bunch of fools, if you ask me. That's why they can't fool me with their paper. They can keep the paper. I've got paper. I don't need any more paper. How much paper do you need? Didn't you listen to what Bob Marley told you? If you keep chasing numbers, numbers will never end. So if you keep chasing numbers, you will never be happy, because the numbers will never end. This is how it works. So there's no point in chasing numbers, chasing paper. You gotta just live your life. You just gotta be happy. You just gotta do what you can. Be happy. Help the people around you. That's just what you gotta do in life. It's just normal. You don't purposely go around killing people and murdering people and taking their money, because this 1% that I'm talking about own 99% of the world's health and wealth. Not health, sorry, wealth, because they're far from healthy. These motherfuckers half walking around dead. Probably getting like heart transplant every other week, half of them, off people that they've bloody killed. Crazy motherfuckers. Eating dead bodies and shit. Drinking blood, and I don't want to get into it, man. It just makes me feel sick. But anyway, they're not human. They're far from it. They want you trapped. They want you imprisoned in 3 places. They want to lock you in your body, they want to lock you in your house, and then you're going to be locked on planet Earth. And then they're going to control you with fear. Plenty of fear. It's a fear-based foundation that we're dealing with. It's all fear-based. they do bad things to people. We know that, but the rest is fear. But whoever they get their hands on, they'll do whatever they need to do. But you need to know, if you don't sell your spirit and sell your soul to them, obviously half of these people who they kill, they've already sold their soul to them already. We know that. Because they wouldn't be in the position that they're in the first place. Because they get into these positions, they sold their soul, but they don't follow the rules. And if you don't follow the rules, what do you think happens? What do you think happens if they don't follow the rules? They end the contract. They end the contract. So whoever's within the contract, they end the contract. So your contract gets ended. Not only that, half of the time your life will get ended as well, depending on what's happened. You get what I'm trying to say? So rule number 1 is you don't link up with any type of people in the first place for no fame or money. Keep your fame, keep your money. I don't need it. I've got my life, I'm happy. That's how it is. You just got to be that way. Stop thinking about money all the time. Go and make your own ideas. Go and be successful yourself. Go and be you in it. Like, go and do something constructive that you want to do instead of being told what to do or being controlled. Feed the spirit, feed the soul. Don't only feed the physical, because the physical ain't going to help you. Because when you leave the third dimensional realm, where do you think you're going to end up? Where do you think you're going to be? Because obviously you're going to end up somewhere, because energy never dies. It only transforms. So when you die, your energy is going to transform and end up somewhere else. Depending if you've even got a spirit or soul, because some people ain't even human right now who we're dealing with. Some people are probably just going to die and then just pitch black. I don't know. I'm not you. You tell me. Because you probably know more than I know about that situation, because I sure don't. Because I'll tell you something now, I'm roaming in that spiritual realm every single night when I need to do what I need to do. You know what I'm trying to say? You lot have just got to take more action upon your spirit. Learn how to control your spirit. Learn how to feed your spirit. Stop feeding the physical. Stop feeding the material. Stop working for paper that's been cut from the Amazon. Because you're not helping the earth. It's not helping the earth. How much more paper can these geezers cut down until it all runs out? And then where they're going to put all the paper? That's why they're trying to make us a cashless society. Haven't you noticed? They've turned from paper. Now it's gone to plastic. And they haven't even gone into plastic. 3 months into plastic, and they're already saying we want a cashless society. 4 months into plastic. And they want cashless society because they've got no more plastic or no more paper, because it's all gone. They've chopped it all down. Whatever they've chopped down. If they chop any more down, how's the earth gonna survive? How's the earth going to breathe if they keep cutting down all these trees? Tell me that. So they know themselves they need to end it, so they can't just keep cutting everything down, unless if they want the place to get even mashed down even more, because they probably do. They probably just want to cut everything down in it. Because as we said, we're not dealing with a human entity. We're dealing with soulless avatars who have been possessed by demonic entities. This is what we're dealing with right now. So you got rule number 1. Study who you are dealing with. Use your eyes, use your common sense. Look at the protective gear that they're wearing. Look at the formations that they're dealing with when they're walking on the streets, and they'll form them lines and they circle you off. You got to clock onto all these things, so you got to be prepared. Don't just go out there and just get torn down. Know what you're doing. Be prepared. Obviously, watch out for the soulless avatars, the ones who are running around just burning everything up and that, because we know what they're there for. We know they've been sent and they've been paid. So you got to watch out for them people. You get what I'm trying to say? You got to use your third eye, but not a lot of people can. So just be aware of that. A lot of people, some people can, some people can't. But you know, you just gotta make the best of it, innit? Just be alert, be aware. When they say be alert, make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you know your enemy. These people are not human, so you gotta know who you're dealing with. Because once they get a hold of you, they're gonna batter the shit out of you so hard that you might not even. So you just gotta be strong. Gotta be prepared. Have some protective gear on. Don't be fearful. If you get into a situation, sometimes it's fight or flight. Sometimes it's fight or flight. If it's 5 against 1, what do? You don't fight. You flight. You run. You go. You gotta move strategically. Don't just run into people and run into the crowd thinking that you're He-Man or Superman, because these lot will kill you. They'll beat you. And the law states that they don't even have to say why they've killed you now. They can just kill you and leave you in the street and go. And the ambulance will come and just clean up the mess after. And they'll just chuck you in. They've already got the graves dug already. They've got the FEMA camps now. They'll just chuck your body in one of them FEMA boxes. They can put 5 bodies in one box. They'll chuck you all in one box and chuck you all in the same flipping grave. They don't give a shit about you no more. Never did in the first place. So you got to know this. Yeah, you have got one life in this life. Yes, you have. Because when you die, you won't be coming back with the same body. You will be dead and you will be going to the next spiritual realm. Just be prepared for that shit. You get what I'm trying to say? Because this ain't a joke. Like, these lot are sending souls to the heavens on a regular frequency, on a regular. They're doing it on a regular. You get what I'm trying to say? And they do it. They don't care. They do it daily, and they don't care. So we've got to be aware now. We've got to be aware, and we're not messing with humans. You're messing with some kind of reptilian alien force. You get what I'm trying to say? These lot are doing some mad things. Like that. I don't even like talking about it or thinking about it, because it just makes me feel sick to my stomach. The things that I've heard about these people and what they do. We don't want to get into those conversations. Right now, we just want to be talking how to protect ourselves from these people on the battlefield. Move properly, man. But you know what? I'm going to catch you lot on the other side. I had a good night tonight. I had a good talk with you guys, but just make sure that you're aware of what's going on. Make sure you tell your loved ones, stay safe, stay out of trouble. Keep the masks off. You don't need a mask, because you don't catch a virus. You forget a mask, innit? Like, the mask don't save you from a virus, so you don't need a mask. Forget the gloves. Just keep yourselves clean, keep yourselves washed, look after your family, keep your loved ones close. See you on the other side.